What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word Korea?
I imagine that I am actually in the country.
Oh right, just think about all the beautiful temples and palaces that are there. For example, many of them are declared World Heritage Sites. Chandokgung Palace Complex in Seoul, Hosung Fortress in Gyeonggi, lava tubes in Jeju Island, and royal tombs of the Joseon dynasty in both Gyeonggi and Seoul. All these places can show us how rich Korean culture and history are.
Talking about culture, Korean martial arts are also well known around the world.
You're right, that's probably the first contact we had with Korean culture when we were kids, as everyone was enrolled in Taekwondo.
And don't forget Taekyon, which is an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. It is a traditional Korean martial art that uses fluid rhythmic dance-like movements to strike or trip up an opponent.
Also, Hapkido is as famous as Taekwondo around the world, even though it's a rather new martial art that mixes the techniques from other different martial arts for self-defense.
You know what is really famous around the world? Korean technology.
Oh yes, we're surrounded by the innovation of Korean technology. Korea is one of the leading technologically developed countries and has shared that with the rest of the planet for several years. We could say that Korean mobile phone technology is one of the best in the world.
Yes, and Korea's innovation in the car industry and home appliances is greatly prized in other countries.
Now that you mentioned development, do you remember what we learned thanks to EXO's collaboration documentary about Korea?
Sustainable development? Yeah, we learned that after Korea's successful economic growth, they needed to restore their own ecosystem.
For example, they talked about Nanjido and Songyudo Park. The latter is located in the Han River. That is now an ecological park and a park of water, created by utilizing the structure of an old water purification plant that was there.
And there are lots of other development projects that have been started in the modern times to show us how a modern city and nature can coexist. Korea is considered a good example in this matter, and those are exactly the common values in cities around the world on the 21st century. Sustainable development is essential not only for Korea but for the future generations of the planet.
The new generations have come to know about Korea thanks to the Korean entertainment industry. You know, K-pop, K-dramas, and movies.
Of course, Korean music has reached several countries, not only in Asia but also in Europe and America. Bands such as Super Junior, Big Bang, 21, and Girls' Generation started that trend, and then Psy became a worldwide phenomenon. That got people more interested in K-pop, and that brought the success of newer groups like EXO and BTS, who have recently gained a lot of recognition in the Western world. You can literally see massive lines in their Western concerts.
And they deserve it so much. People got interested in Korean dramas and movies as well. The most successful ones that I can think of are My Love from the Stars, The Heirs, and The Descendants of the Sun.
Yeah, and some famous movies are The Berlin File, Old Boy, and the most recent success, Train to Busan, which was praised everywhere.
All this information makes me think. Korea is not only important in Eastern Asia or Asia in general. It's really important for the world. Thus, we need to share all its rich culture and wisdom so the world can become a better place thanks to Korea's example.
감사합니다, Korea!